Well, I would say first off, I would do it all exactly the same if I had to do it over again. I'm Stewart. I'm the president of Stewart Perry Construction. We're regional contractors operating here out of Birmingham. We've been in business 26 years. We work building commercial properties, a fair concentration in retail, but over the last few years we've evolved into more mixed-use projects. The focus has been relationships working with repetitive customers in different geographic areas. We as occupants of this earth have got to first reduce our consumption, and then we've got to recycle and conserve. And if we do not, we will run out of energy and resources. And the reality is that to be lead and to be a good steward, it's not that expensive. But more importantly, when you do it for the real value, you show to your customers and you show to the community what you stand for. We needed to be in an office that more identified with what our character values were, that was environmentally sensitive, but at the same time was functional. We put our building in this location on the lake, but that we have our entrance 1,000 feet away. And rather than have a square heat sink black parking lot, we developed a figure-8 parking lot with this light stone color. And meandering through the middle of the figure-8 is what would be referred to as a water garden, so that all of the water that hits in the parking area and collects the oils and gases from the cars that have driven here migrates through the landscaped area where it's filtered, and then it gets into the water garden and it's further filtered. We built that barn after we built our building, and between the two cisterns we collect about 36,000 gallons a year. We have no irrigation system out here, so we use the water out of the cisterns to water our plant material. When we built the building, we wanted to have a place where our folks could eat in and not feel like they had to get into the cars, and so we developed this kitchen. We've also got in the kitchen these insulated glass doors, which we all enjoy, and it's getting about the time of the year when we can leave them up. We had a project in Florida where we had a group of red-balled cypress trees that had to come down. And 15, 20 years ago, we would have disposed of that lumber on the site. I looked at this timber not as timber to be disposed of, but as a value. So all of the timber you see up in the ceilings and most of this framing here is red-balled cypress from Florida. This is a typical office. We wanted to have offices that created a positive team approach. So you'll see on all the offices they have a 4-foot wide piece of glass, which also allows more light to come into the building. These doors were made from the swamp red-balled cypress. If you go into the office here, the offices have the Watt stopper lights, which allow the lights to come on and off based upon motion. And what most people really enjoy are the windows that have screens on them that allow you to open on days like this. The place has developed into a great place for our team. If you're having a bad day, you come to work, you're having a better day. So I think there's many, many wins and very little cost involved if you properly and judiciously approach it. We just finished the Ruffner Mountain Nature Center here in Birmingham, which is a green building. We've just finished a fire station here in Birmingham, which is a green building. We're doing a mixed-use project in Virginia, which is registered and we be LEED certified when we complete there. It's not a passing fad. It's a real part of life now. And I think if, as a corporation, if you are not considering building green and you're not considering the positive aspects of it, your competitors will leave you behind.